Chill. I don't know if y'all are aware, but Chrisean Rock is allegedly on the run for bank fraud. She was allegedly out here busting checks, and guess who supposedly put her up to it? Her 19-year-old boyfriend Top Hat $33K. And you know, about 2 weeks ago, she was also being accused of a form of bank fraud, where scammers will promise to deposit money into a fan's account, then require a cut of the money or empty the account entirely. Baby, homegirl really is broke, and maybe that's why she was also out here asking for donations. And she might even be going to jail now. It's crazy, loves, but let's just get into it. Okay, did y'all see that live where Chrisean was at the bank and her boyfriend seemingly got mad that she was there? 3 was on live talking about how people need to stop trolling Chrisean, and she actually joined the live towards the end while at the bank, but 3 immediately stopped the live after telling her to stop sharing her location.
My top on, bro. I don't got shit to say. Like, they keep saying shit about you, though, on bees.
I'm at the bank.
Why would you say that, bro?
Well, they need to get off your top.
Hey.
Now, at the time, it never made sense why he was so worked up. But now we know that he allegedly got Chrisean in some sort of bank fraud on his behalf. And the best part is there are receipts about this entire scam already making rounds. So in messages that have been circulating, there's an entire conversation about how Chrisean has been busting checks, meaning cashing fake or fraudulent checks. And the conversation was going like, we got Rock bussing down the checks. She a celebrity. They go through airy time. Damn, that's crazy. So she know they fake? Yeah, she know. She came to the homie try and get some money. I told little bra line it up. When was this? Before that nerd came home. She said she was trying to get some money and a CPN to get a car and apartment. That makes sense because she was supposed to be on the new season of Baddies, but she got fired. She fumbled $200K. The conversation actually continued, with the first person expressing extreme frustration that Chrisean was on live stream at the bank while hitting a $15,000 lick. Then the second person advised the first person to intervene, stating that if Rock got arrested, she would tell on everybody, as people were already calling her an informant on various T pages. The first person then said that Rock was texting them, worried that she would be caught for cashing the other checks. The first person then expressed intent to block her to avoid getting caught up, noting they had already told her boyfriend 3 that Rock was a Fed. The first person also confirmed the police were present at the bank, but Rock and her friend had left after they were told to go. The first person also said that they tried to contact 3, who was reportedly angry and not answering, and then expressed frustration, stating that Rock was not concerned about the $15,000, but was instead begging for perks and referred to her as a junkie. Baby! This whole thing is a hot mess, if any of it is real. Chrisean allegedly playing check fraud games, streaming while cashing fake checks, asking for a CPN, talking about backdoor plots. Honey, it's not just wild behavior at this point, it's potentially criminal. If she really knew the checks were fake, that's not ignorance, that's allegedly deliberate fraud. And if she was trying to line up a CPN and use it to get a car and apartment, that's a whole level of planning. Does she even know exactly what she's gotten herself into? Okay, let me school y'all a bit. See, if any of these allegations were true, and Chrisean was actually doing something like check fraud in Los Angeles, the law is very clear about how serious that is. Under California Penal Code 476, check fraud happens when someone knowingly makes, uses, or cashes a fake or altered check with the intent to deceive or steal. The key part is intent, and prosecutors must prove the person knew the check was fake and still tried to pass it. So, if someone is fully aware they're handing over fraudulent checks while trying to get money or goods, that fits the definition directly. In addition, in California, check fraud is what's called a wobbler, meaning it can be charged as either a misdemeanor or a felony. If the situation is on the lower end, small amount, first-time offense, or minor involvement, it could be treated as a misdemeanor, which carries up to 1 year in county jail and fines up to $1,000. But if the amount is high, usually anything over $950, if it looks like part of a scam or repeated behavior, or if the person already has a history of fraud charges, the state can charge it as a felony. A felony conviction can mean 16 months, 2 years, or even 3 years in jail, plus fines up to $10,000. On top of that, the court can order restitution, meaning the person must repay whatever money was taken. Oh, Oh, and by the way, related crimes can stack onto a check fraud case. For example, simply possessing fake checks with the intention to use them is another crime under Penal Code 475. Altering a check, like changing the name, amount, date, or signature, can also count as forgery. And if the fraud involves using a fake identity or a CPN, which is basically a fraudulent credit identity, prosecutors can add identity theft charges too, which makes the case even heavier. Long story short, if someone in LA is really out here knowingly cashing fake checks, especially large ones, and doing it more than once, the legal consequences are not small, not cute, and not something a judge overlooks. This isn't online drama territory anymore. This is jail time territory. What makes all of this even messier is that these fraud accusations aren't new for Chrisean. Just about 2 weeks ago, she was already being dragged into another banking scam situation online. In that one, people were accusing her of being connected to a common type of bank hustle, where scammers tell fans, "I'll deposit money into your account," then either demand a cut or completely drain the account once they have access. The whole situation had fans panicking, warning each other, and saying Chrisean's name was popping up way too often around shady money moves. Anywho, there have also been reports that Chrisean was at the bank with Marsh, and the way the streets are telling it, they both allegedly knew exactly what was going on. According to the claims, everything was all laughs and confidence until the bank workers started acting suspicious. You know, whispering, moving different, giving that something ain't right energy. And the second Chrisean and Marsh picked up on that shift, they didn't wait, didn't ask questions, didn't try to explain anything. They allegedly dipped. So, this means that the whole bunch of them, Chrisean, 3, and Marsh, all know what's up and could all be facing serious jail time. And guess what? Chrisean could even be in more trouble legally because the text messages also exposed that she set up Zeus CEO Lemmy to get robbed. Remember, these two were already having issues, and Chrisean accused Lemmy of being foul, weak, and engaging in demonic behavior, claiming he intentionally set her up to fail. However, Lemmy responded to Chrisean by using scripture, noting that her words and actions seem sinister and stem from a place of bitterness and hatred rather than love and grace. He even encouraged Chrisean to seek healing, get mental health, and focus on her son. He then formally announced he was no longer interested in engaging with her professionally, stating that her repeatedly displayed bitterness of manipulation, deceit, and ingratitude made working with Zeus entirely untenable. Then, while acknowledging her talent, he also stressed that character, integrity, and humility are what sustain longevity, and her actions have consistently reflected otherwise. So, Chrisean also fired back, accusing what she called the billion-dollar company of attacking her character. Her main accusation was that Lemmy instructed someone to go through her personal belongings and take away her ID, making her feel betrayed and unsafe, and implied she was manipulated and exploited for their gain. She also expressed deep regret over joining baddies and getting involved in the industry mix. Well, Chrisean was out here blasting Zeus again, saying the network still owes her $170,000 after only paying her $30,000 out of $200,000. However, Zeus CEO Lemmy Plummer shut it all down, claiming she's not getting another dime because she breached her baddie's contract. He was like, "Ms. Rock, you truly need to seek God and rediscover his presence within you. The way you're representing him is deeply misguided. Making threats as though you possess divine authority is not only delusional, but also spiritually dangerous. I'm not sure whether your behavior stems from substance use or deeper mental and emotional struggles, but either way, your words and actions are only worsening your situation. I genuinely pray for your healing, clarity, and peace for you, your family, and your overall well-being." Child, if it's actually true that she also tried to rob him, then Lemmy has even more reason not to give Chrisean anything. In fact, he could even file charges against her and get Chrisean to pay him instead. But right now, I'm more concerned about all bank fraud allegations. If any of this is real, how far has it gone? And does she even realize the kind of legal trouble she could be walking into? Was this Three's plan all along when he started dating Chrisean? Baby, this is messy as hell, but you let me know what you think in the comments section below.